To me, one of the things I like about the 6.2 and 6.5 engine is you turn the key, the glow plugs are working right, and you got fuel in the injection pump, and it's all bled, the thing starts up before you think about letting go. I like that. And that's every time, hot, cold, whenever, in a properly working system. You turn the key, you might gotta wait for the glow plugs, but once you hit the ignition, then you hit the starter, boom, it's running. You don't got, it just let go. I like that, except when it doesn't. So when it doesn't, kind of comes down to glow plugs. As long as the fuel system's right, the glow plugs are the next problem. And I've done multiple videos about the 60G glow plugs. They're self-regulating. They work great. Okay. But when they don't work great, why? If the glow plugs are good, it comes down to the controller. The old octopus controller, the gray setup. Both of these are temperature sensors and connect power to the glow plugs. This is from the 86 to 94. And you got the computer controlled injection pump. You got one of these glow plug controllers. But the temperature sensor is in here. It's not touching the cooling system, and you can't really do anything about it. However, CUCVs, they have the glow plug card. These are what, 2, 4, 6 cards? And I have replaced, I had this burned out diode on this one, and the one in SAPI had a burned out diode. I replaced that. Didn't help it any. It was still, you turn the key when it was engine not run overnight or more than 2 hours, the glow plug light would come on and stay on for 10 to 20 seconds. Depends how cold it was outside. Turn it off, hit the ignition starter, thing fires right up. You let it run for more than 5 minutes. You turn it off for more than 5 minutes. Turn the key back, ignition back on. No glow plug light. No glow plug. I hate that. How do you fix that? So look in the manual, looking everywhere I could. I switched glow plug cards because some glow plug cards have that problem, some don't. But what else is it? The manuals call this is the yellow and black wire. The early ones had a round plug, and the later ones had a square plug. Okay? Let me make sure you're seeing that. Yes, you are. Okay. Round plug, square plug, doesn't matter. The manual says if you take your ohm meter and the yellow and black wire, which is on the card, the end and the next end, black wire, yellow wire, and you back probe it, doesn't matter positive or negative, do that, either the round plug or the square plug, you should have 800 ohms. That's what you're supposed to have. The colder it is, the more ohms you have. The hotter the coolant is, and again, these go right into the coolant. This is the one that was on SAPI, and because of this 800 ohms, I had 924 when I checked this on a cold engine. It's like, okay, it is, you know, right now it's 82 degrees in here, but that day, I don't remember what it was. Hillbilly Wizard has these with this plug. This is the plug that actually came with them a couple weeks ago, and a brand new sensor. I call it a sensor. The manual calls it the glow plug switch. So keep that in mind. This, in the manuals, this is called a glow plug switch. And mine is frozen to this adapter thread because this is what size the fitting on the driver's side inside head is. And when GM switched from this style sensor switch to this style, They just put a reducer in there. They didn't remake the bracket that bolts to the head. So this came out with the thing. I can't get it off. I tried to start tearing this apart, and I figured, yeah, I'm just going to leave it alone. All right. 800 ohms is what you should see when you do right here. Black and yellow. Everything else off in the truck. Glow plug card can be installed or not. You can come in this way too if you want to. I find it easier going this way. 800 ohms. That's on a cold engine. You start it up. You let it run for a while. I checked mine again, and after I ran it just a few minutes, I do this with this sensor and the new switch. I'm going to call this the glow plug switch. Ran it down the road and back. I was at 220 ohms. Good. Let it sit for more than 5 minutes. Turn the ignition on. No glow plug light, no glow plug, no nothing. I do the back probing, 220 ohms. It was very warm. Glow plug cards say, we don't got glow for that. So how do you do that? You can get glow then and get yourself a momentary switch. And yes, I'm ready to do this. Momentary switch and the light blue wire. This wire here, it goes to the glow plug relay solenoid up on the firewall. And you can hook into here, you can hook in there. You can just run a whole new wire to this post on the relay and ground the other end. And you hold this with the key on, glow plugs are glowing. Okay? Because the orange wire carries positive voltage to the relay and it's turned off and on. This is always hot when the key's on. This only gets negative when the glow plug card says we got to glow. Normally because the glow plug switch is saying 800 or more ohms. Okay? Yeah, I'll put a link to these in, but this is a little momentary switch. I don't want to cut holes in my dash. Put a switch in. I've done that with this controller in the Cowdog because there's no way to fool this one. You can't cheat. Yeah, supposedly if you put a relay or a resistor on the power in here, it'll make it work. I've tried that several resistors, doesn't work. I can't make it work. So I went to the momentary switch and I hot wired it. I let it go for a little bit longer because these ones are not meant for the 60Gs. This is still for the 13G glow plugs. And these were never designed for the 60Gs. Anyway, you have to fool the glow plug card of what the switch is saying. And since I was getting around 200 to 300 ohms right here with a warmed up engine, top radiator hose tight, everything's good. Okay. 800 is what the manual says should turn everything on. So I got some resistors and I put a 680 ohm resistor. Again, if you have a CUCV, it came with the round plug. If you buy a new switch, you get the square plug. There will be someone spliced the wires in at some point. I went on that spot on my truck. Someone did it right. They actually had a crimp connector and they soldered both sides and wrapped it up with tape. I just took the yellow one apart, took a 680 ohm resistor, wrapped it into both ends, and I just taped it up to see how it would work, if I had to go more or less ohms. And let me show you what I got on the truck. It has worked perfect. It has, we're 80 some odd degrees in here right now. We're supposed to get up in there. Our heat index has been 100 and something the last several days. Let's see if we can zero in on this. I left it taped up just because there's no point in untaping it. But you can see, this is my yellow wire, and there's a 680 ohm resistor inside the tape here. I didn't solder it in because I want to see if it'll work or not. So far, I have been very impressed. I've gone several days where I drive it. It's 80 some odd degrees out. And let me just back up. I drive it, you know, it's cold starts, it fires, it doesn't really glow any longer. It goes about 10 to 15 seconds when it's 80 some odd degrees out, and I drive it, I let it sit for an hour, I come back before I put the 680 ohm resistor in, turn the key on, no glow plug light. I had to crank for about 5 to 10 seconds, and I get a puff of blue smoke when I did that. I don't like that. That's embarrassing. I add the 680 ohm resistor, come back after an hour, and turn the ignition on. I got glow plug light. I've got voltage going to the glow plugs. Goes for about only 5 seconds. If I turn the key, fires up right away. I have driven it in the heat of the day, which should be the lowest ohms we're ever going to see on the switch. 90 some odd degrees, 110 heat index. I drive it, turn it off, let it sit for 10 minutes. I go in the store or something, come back out, turn the key on, I get 2 seconds of glow, and fires right up. So this is the how to fool the glow plug controller card. Now yes, I'm not going to go back in. Memphis Equipment, Hillbilly Wizard, and I think there might be another company out there. I'm not sure. I don't want to name anybody's name because by getting it wrong. But I know those two have brand new glow plug cards, more than $200 a piece, but they have adjusted rheostats on them. Potentiometer, you can adjust how long your glow is. You can do what I'm doing right here just by adjusting it. $10 for a whole pack of resistors I can use for the rest of my life, or $200 for a glow plug card that if I can get a wires crossed I could short out and cause troubles with. I went with the resistors. It works for me. I'm going to do the same thing to red, which is having lukewarm start issues. That's the trouble. It's not cold starts, it's not hot starts, it's lukewarm starts. Sitting for more than 5 minutes, but less than a couple hours in the heat. That's the problem. Now, I'm going to leave this thing temporary until we get winter time, which is going to be 6 months from now or so. Of course, winter here is like fall to everybody else. Not even full fall for everybody else. I want to get down to in the 30s. I want to see how long this thing goes. I want to drain my batteries every time I go to start it. So it might be I need to go a little bit lower. I need to find the right spot, but you get the idea. Add a resistor. I did 680 ohms based on my measure. I was trying to get to 800 ohms with a lukewarm engine. That's what the manual says you should be getting with a cold engine. I'm just trying to replicate that. And it works great for me. Hopefully this helps somebody. And thank you for watching.